Right there. Recording.
Recording.
Perfect. I'm here with Dave Miller.
Hi.
Visiting his house here in Pleasant Grove, and really a remarkable man. He's got so successful in doTERRA. 8 years?
Yeah, 8 years
Oh my
on the 31st. So
wow.
this month will be our 8-year anniversary in doTERRA.
And from his house, if I walk like 1 minute, I hit Dave Sterling, the CEO. I think Greg Cook, he moved to China, but his house is right over here.
Yeah, his daughter lives there now.
And who else? Dr. Hill lives here?
No, he lives in Springville, so a little bit.
Oh, he does.
south.
Okay,
Yeah,
I thought it was a lot more people living around here.
No, but Teresa Harding lives close by, and the Shedevies have a home close by, even though they're in the Czech Republic. Their house is also within a mile. And Kirk Hamilton also, he's also a big distributor in doTERRA. So we have quite a few. Erik Larsen, he lives right here too.
That's true. Yes, master.
Yeah, so we got this is a doTERRA neighborhood, definitely.
It is. You can't escape. So,
although interesting story, I know it was a little off track. So today, been 8 years, and we have a lot of doTERRA users in this area and a lot of leaders. And today, someone just right up the street messaged us about a post we made and said that they were interested in getting some oils involved. So I thought after 8 years, everyone here would either have said no or been using oils. Just goes to show you, no matter how much you think, well, there's no one around me that wants the oils. There always is someone close by that isn't using them yet, that just is now finding the need or the courage to step up and start using essential oils.
That is true. We find that in our neighborhood too. Not as many executives that live in our neighborhood, but I thought that everyone used it. But more and more people come to us because they know we are the doTERRA people. We help them with everything that they need.
Awesome.
So I was just thinking today we're going to talk a little bit about, we get new people coming into doTERRA, and when we talk to them and they show an interest for sharing oils with other people or doing the business, learning how to make money in doTERRA, how do you get them going? How do you really start and get them inspired and moving forward and do the right things? Because it's so easy that people get frustrated because they don't know what they're doing, or they make the mistakes in the beginning so that things don't work out. They think they're going to work out and they drop out.
Right. And some of them end up doing nothing.
Yeah.
And some of them end up doing the wrong thing, I guess, and a little bit. We get so excited sometimes they run right out and start talking to people when they don't know what to say, right? Sometimes too, you bring someone into the business and then they want to get started, and that's our goal is to introduce people to the essential oils and then give them the opportunity to share with others. And we spend a lot of time doing that, and then they say, okay, I want to do it. And sometimes we get a little freaked out because we're not sure, what am I supposed to tell them, right? Now what am I going to do?
They said yes. What do we do now?
Yeah, what am I going to do? Exactly.
And that's why it's good. I feel that doTERRA has done something that I don't think any other company has done. Because a lot of other companies in the network marketing industry, their distributors, the big distributors, are making their own little things, and you only kind of follow their thing if you get locked into it. But doTERRA, at this convention now in September, they told us they bought the rights to the biggest and best system that's out there from the Goddards. And they already have it available in English on their website. And they're working on translating that to Norwegian. I talked to Bengt the other day, and he said, we have to be careful with our language because the Scandinavian countries are very strict according to what we're going to say. What we can say, especially when it comes to how to heal things and whatever. But the business part can be pushed through no problem. As soon as they have dealt with this thing, the translation, the legal part of it, they're going to run it through translation and make it available for everyone in a lot of languages, which is great.
Right. That's one of the benefits of doTERRA, having a system now that is a doTERRA system that is owned by corporate, is that they now have the responsibility and the drive to actually translate it into all the languages that are being used in doTERRA, where when distributors have it, it's kind of hit or miss with how important it is to get it translated into other languages. So I think having a universal system that can be translated into languages will be a really good thing for the growth of the company. And
you don't know, maybe your friend in Russia thinks, hey, this is amazing. Show me how to do this. Mm-hmm. Well, let me find the Russian part of it. Russian translation, use this, right?
Yeah, exactly. So maybe we can talk about, let's just pretend, I guess, or maybe we even have a situation, that, because I have a couple of different people that I'm working with right now that are just getting started in the business. Maybe you do too. So what do we do? Like what's important when it comes to someone says, okay, you know what, great. I have a few people in mind I want to share with, I really have been loving the product. Now, how do I start my business? What are we going to do?
So you mean that these guys love the oils, but you're not sure if they love the business yet, or they're interested in the business?
Yeah, they've just said, I want to share with some people.
Okay.
I have some people in mind I want to share with. I know that, you can make a little bit. I know I could make some money. Maybe I can get my oils paid for or something. And so what do I do? Right. That's kind of what we're talking about.
Yeah. So if we just follow the plan, I think that will be the easiest. The easiest will be to kind of follow the guidelines that are already there. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, do you want to open them up and take a look at what it suggests, or do you have a plan just going off your head?
Yeah, I think we can open it up and kind of show some of the things that are available. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking to myself, well, and maybe I want to have a conversation with them and ask a lot of questions. Mm-hmm. So I usually want to know, okay, when you say that you want to start and build a business, then what are you thinking? Like, what's your vision for that? Because I want to find out, does the person thinking like, yeah, I want to earn a little bit of money to pay for my oils? Or are they thinking, well, I need a new car, or I want to replace my income? I kind of want to find out, well, where, this is super exciting. I just want to kind of ask them, okay, how do you see this? Like, what are your goals with it? Where do you see yourself going? And then I want to ask them a little bit about what kind of time frame and time commitment they're thinking about. And then just so that I can get, as we approach some of these other tools, just so I can be on the same page, because I found that my mind goes, when someone says, yeah, okay, I'm so excited about this, let's do this. In my mind, I'm picturing a presidential diamond in front of me, right?
Exactly.
And sometimes it's been, hasn't gone well, because in their mind, they're picturing in a year, they're going to be elite, mm-hmm. right? And they'll have their oils paid for. And so if I'm on a plane of, well, we're going to be elite next month in my mind. Mm-hmm. And in their mind, they're thinking next year, then it's not a good synergy. It's not going to work out. I'm not going to give them the right advice. And I think a lot of growing a team, a lot of growing leaders is managing expectations.
Yes, I so agree with that. And I think it also starts even before that. Starts by you telling them what the opportunity is. What is the vision that you see for yourself and other people who go for it? How far can you go? What can you get out of it? What kind of lifestyle? What kind of income? What kind of freedom can you create? And from that, if they kind of light up and say, ooh, this is something that I want, and you kind of hone in or focus on which part that lights them up, mm-hmm. which part are they excited about? I mean, is this a business leader who runs a company making tons of money? Maybe he will much rather love to get the freedom.
Yeah.
So another person might struggle month-to-month payment on something. It's like, oh, gee, I just really need $1,000 extra a month.
Right.
And maybe that's enough.
Yeah.
So then that kind of goes into what you're saying too. When we understand them better, then we can really help them better.
Right. So let's jump into some of the tools that will help us with those conversations.
Yeah.
Because those conversations need to happen. So I'm going to share my screen here. I think it's this one that I want to share. And
I think it's on top right there.
oh, yeah. Right. That's this. So this is what I'm going to see in my back office. In fact, I'm going to go.
Show them on top how to get in there. Just DoTERRA.com first.
Okay. So this is the homepage of DoTERRA.com. Can we slide this?
It's in the way.
Out of the way somewhere. Yeah. Okay. So you don't even need to be logged in to do it. You can just go to Our Advocates, Empowered Success. Click on that, and it shows me the guides that are available. So the Live Guide, that's going to be the guide that you go through after someone joins with a membership. And that the purpose of that guide is to show them the other products that are available with doTERRA, and go over with them how to order, how to get on, how to get on, make the most of their membership. It goes through lots of products with them and kind of gives them a self-assessment of what doTERRA products that they could really use, and shows them some of the product line. And so that's the Live Guide.
And that's normally before they commit to any business.
Yeah.
And sometimes before they even hear about the business.
Yeah, really everyone that comes into doTERRA should have someone go through the Live Guide with them, whether it's online, whether it's in person, whether it's over the phone. That opportunity should happen, because when you enroll someone with doTERRA, your job as the enroller is to educate them, to show them what's possible, to help them get the most out of their membership. Wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm. And the Live Guide is really can really trigger LRP.
Yes.
Because if you go through the Live Guide, you find out what are the biggest health concerns they have. What do they want to get out of using the oils? What is the problem that we can help them fix? Because if we focus on their problems, they're going to be happy.
Exactly.
And when they're happy, they want to get more oils to help their problems. And then you start talking about their family and how can I use, what can I use for this and that, and it really moves forward. And the biggest thing that I've seen is that when I make a plan from that, if I make a 3-month plan for fixing some of their problems, that could be for their energy, that can be for their health, as in working out and that kind of stuff. That can be for the cleansing, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. If you focus on their health issues and set up a plan for what they can use. And I do have to say that I know that everything is not in our way.
Right.
So we can't run a lot of health cleansing detox programs and stuff because we don't have everything.
You just have to run what you can go, what you have.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and there's also some good recipes in there so that they can start on their own, start using some of their products right away. So that's the Live Guide. And this should take place. So when I enroll someone, after they have given me the information or filled out the information on the computer and it says, congratulations, you're a wellness advocate, my next line with them is, okay, our next step is we need to set up a wellness consult where I can go over and show you how to get the most out of this membership that you just bought. And so I'm going to schedule that right then. Now, I don't want to do it the next day or something because I really want them to have their products.
Yeah.
I want them to receive the kit or whatever they bought. So I'll try to calculate when that will be. And so maybe that's 4 or 5 days, maybe it's 2 days, but whatever it is, I'll try to set that up after they have that kit in hand. And so that we can go over, hey, I want to make sure that their kit came well and go through some of the oils they bought. And then I'm going to go through this Live Guide with them. So if you want really good retention on your team and you want people to be educated, the Live Guide is essential for you to start with. And I suggest if you have people on your team that haven't had the opportunity to go through some type of membership overview, Even if you don't have the live guide, you can still go through the things that you know with them and make sure they know what an LRP is and why that's a wise way to buy products.
But you said a good point here, because membership overview is what I've called it before. Yeah. I've been using a different system. This is a fantastic, great system. But I think now, since this one is coming in Norwegian, that's what DoTERRA is supporting and moving forward with. I think this is a great transition to move into here. But the purpose is exactly the same.
Yeah, same purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go back to our scenario with someone that has said, yeah, I know some people I want to share some oils with. Mm-hmm. So this share guide is exactly that. It's a how do I host a class? How am I going to talk to some people about essential oils? So you can see right here, it teaches you how to share doTERRA classes through one-on-ones or in a group. How people can earn free products, gives them ideas of how to share, how to invite people, how to remind people about the class. So it's just setting up a really strong foundation to have a successful experience, because that's what really we want. Because when someone says, hey, I want to do something in doTERRA, I want to share with some people. Number one, you want them to do something quickly. You don't want them to wait a month while they're learning about things. You really want them to really start doing something. And having a one-on-one, inviting some friends to a class or one-on-one and inviting them to experience the oils and to get their own membership is really a good first step. And this will help them to successfully do that. So I think I actually had this downloaded, but let's just pull it up. Take a look at it really quick.
I don't know if they can see that.
They will. They can see anything on my screen.
I think you didn't share your screen, just that window. So you share.
No, it's sharing my desktop. So anything on my desktop,
perfect,
they should see.
There you go.
So you can see that it's really beautiful. Might take a little bit longer to pull up, but it really gives step by step. So here's some of this conversation we talked about, right? We're getting in it right away. Why do you want to share doTERRA? I just want to share it with my family and friends. I'd really like to earn some products or commission, or I want to create an income. So that conversation has started with the share guide right away. And then one of the first things we teach someone is start making a list. Start making a list of whose life you want to change. Who do you want to serve? And start having them write down names. So there's room for 20 names here. I would think that the typical person could come up with 20 names in 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Probably. Mm-hmm. So you can see we're getting started. And now here's all of the steps to invite to a party or a one-on-one. And they're just in order. Share an experience, invite them to learn more. And it gives you a script. Hey, are you open to learning more about essential oils for yourself? Then reminding them to come. And it gives an exact outline of how to do that. So we won't go over that because of time. Which one's that? This one? Okay. And then this gives you some ideas of how to share, whether you're sharing in person, you're sharing a sample, you are online, and gives you some ideas for sampling. And if the person's far away and you're just online, too bad we can't pipe smells through the computer or something, but it's not going to work. But we definitely have ways that they can, get an idea of what the oils are about. And then it gives you an opportunity to write down your own doTERRA experience to share, so that you have that in your memory, so that when you're talking to people, you can share why you started using doTERRA and some of the experiences you've had along the way, and how that's changed your life, and gives you a timeline of exact. So you can see how this is going to make your job so much easier, because if you have a new person that's going to host for you, they have this in their hand, like most of the questions they have for you are answered.
Yeah.
What is your part? So here's so that they can participate in the presentation. What's your part in the presentation? And it spells it right out for them, and so that you can help them have a part in it as well, and they'll be prepared for that.
Yeah, so this is normally what I do. Are you open to inviting some friends over? And you know what? I will come and present. I will do everything for you. And that way you don't have to stress about, oh, what am I going to say? I've done this presentation a million times. Let me do the first ones for you, right? I will teach you how to invite. We'll follow this. The scripts and everything is there. And we will just get a lot of people to come to it, and we'll have as much fun as we had when you enrolled.
There you go.
Right? Because these classes are fun. It's so much fun to sit there and to teach people about what essential oils can do for people. And you pass it around and people smell and go, whoa, what was that? Right? It really creates emotions with people. And when you have it in a little setting with 5 to 8 people is normally what I recommend the class could be. I mean, it gets intimate, and it gets fun, and it gets questions coming in and getting answered, and people just learn.
Yeah.
And that's classes are fun for sure. And classes really gets you rolling in the business too.
It really does. And I think so. Sometimes there's 2 ways in this that people can really get nervous. Number one, people can get a little bit nervous about inviting people to come to a class and learn about essential oils. And if you think about the reasons people get nervous, it usually revolves around that they're worried about themselves. So they're worried about how they're going to look, right? So if I invite my friend Jon Erik over for an oil class, what if he laughs at me and tells me no and I'm crazy, right? What if the next time I call him to go on a hike, he avoids my call? What if I make a fool out of myself? What if I don't remember what to say? So all of those things are pointed back at you. I'm worried about myself and how I'm going to look. The other reason we would be nervous is maybe we would be the one teaching the class, and then we feel like, oh, I don't know if I can teach the class.
I don't know enough.
Yeah, I don't know enough. And if I don't know enough, then people are going to think that I'm stupid, or that they're going to see right through me, that I don't know enough, and I'm going to look bad. And so again, we're looking inward to us. We're really worried about, well, how am I going to look to other people? Okay. So let me just switch that around and try to help you overcome some of that, or so that you can help your people to overcome some of that. And that is, look at it. Let's change the view from how am I going to look to how can I serve other people? Okay. So if I'm 100% committed and I feel like these doTERRA products change lives, I'm committed to them. I know they work. I've had my own experiences, and I've read and heard hundreds of other experiences. So if you're not there, get yourself there. Like, you have to feel confident about doTERRA as a company, and doTERRA as a product, and doTERRA as a business. Like, evaluate yourself and say, okay, how, on a scale of 1 to 10, where am I at with that? Because you need to be really high on that, because then that changes it to, how can I serve other people? Like, I need to, let's have a class. I'm going to invite my friends over and have a class, because I know that doTERRA can change your health. I know that everyone should have it in their home. I know that I'm serving them. Okay. So we're serving you think about it on a service level, that you're helping other people. it changes your mindset from what if I look bad to, well, I need to share this because I care about people and I care about people in my life and I'm offering them something valuable. Now, not everyone's going to want to come, and that's okay. But you're not going to feel bad if they say no, because you're just like, I'm trying to serve them. And so a little mantra I like to keep in my head when I start feeling a little unsure of myself or a little worried about me is, it's hard to be nervous when your heart is on service. So we're serving people. By giving them the opportunity to have a wholesale membership, we're serving people. When you share that sample, you're serving people. And you know what? Some people are going to not want your service, and that's okay, but you're just serving them. It's nothing reflecting back on you. So anyway, just a little tip when that I think helps for you and also to get other people started, because I think we're all going to have some of those moments where we're worried about how we're going to look to other people.
That's true. But also we see that if we have other people approaching us with some sort of business or something, and they're all looking out for themselves only, join me so I can be rich, so I can make money, so I can, right?
Yeah, sure.
You're building this up because of me. Join me. That's an attitude that a lot of people shy away from. That's an attitude that people go like, wait, what's in it for me? Why should I join you? Right? Yeah. But if you have a service in mind, that could be business too. As in, I'm going to help you make money. I'm going to help you create a freedom. I'm going to help you with your health. Whatever it is that fits them the best. That's where that strong emotion of service and caring comes in. And that's when it's going to be so much easier to talk to people.
Yeah.
And that comes through in your personality, in your speaking, in everything, in your body language. If you have a strong sense of service, it will show.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about speaking to people, because when you do, you have the right intentions.
Exactly. It is. It's the right intentions. I mean, the best restaurants that I go to as I travel are always the ones where the owner of the restaurant is like, if he finds out, he might come to the table and he finds out you like the food, you can see like the pleasure that brings him, right? Or her. They're just like so happy that they've been able to provide you with something that is like delicious and, satisfying and stuff. And I don't ever feel like, well, they're just, all they want is my money. Right.
Exactly.
That's all. I feel like, they're just so happy that I loved their food.
Because that's their passion.
Yeah, because it's really a service mindset. Like, oh, so glad you're here, and I don't hesitate paying them for it.
Exactly.
I don't feel like they're just taking my money.
Exactly. Same thing with doTERRA. When we are focused on people's health, you know what? They want to buy products because it's going to help them. They know exactly what's in it for them.
Right. Right.
And that's part of doTERRA's culture too, by the way. This is the doTERRA culture at the core. Really, service. You see it everywhere. You see it in the co-impact sourcing. You're seeing healing hands. You're seeing everywhere.
Yeah.
But there are some people in the world that only are pushing the business to push the business in order for themselves to grow and make money. Yeah. And you can kind of see it very fast too. And sometimes it can be infatuating. It can be exciting to join someone's team who are successful. But in the long run, that can be a problem.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And I feel like, and I know Tammy feels like, the more successful we are in doTERRA, the more income we have coming from doTERRA, that just opens us up and allows us to serve more people.
That's true.
So that income for us is necessary because we have a lot of people that we do want to serve, and, individuals and organizations that we want to support, that we feel like are doing good things in the world. Mm-hmm. And so we feel like, because I feel like doTERRA attracts really good people. And I think all of the good people that doTERRA attracts, I think that if we can help each other to share and serve each other, and then your income increases, I feel like you're going to do really good things in the world and make the world a better place. So the good people of the world should be making money and providing some of those funds to other people that are also doing good things, the world will just be a better place.
That's true.
So that's the way
Some people come to me and say, no, I just want to help people. I don't want to build a business.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask them, okay, how many people can you help if you by yourself go out and share these roles and work with people's challenges? Well, maybe I can help 50 people in a year.
Right.
All right. If you build a business and you have 1,000 people in your organization, how many people can you help then? And then they start thinking, oh,
yeah,
that's big.
Yeah.
That can be huge.
More people helping other people, right?
Because you decide your company, your organization's culture.
Yeah.
And if you have a helping or a service culture in your organization, you're going to help so many more people.
Absolutely.
All right. We're just
going off here. I know I got off on a little tangent, but that's okay. So this is the share. And in fact, this is a good segue because we were just saying, hey, change more lives. Sharing is rewarding as you can continue to empower others with natural solutions. You empower yourself, and over time, you'll earn free products, build your own financial pipeline, create income. And that way, we can actually change more lives. And we talk a little bit about some of the ways to make money with doTERRA, so people can see that how they could make some money with this. This just kind of whets the appetite and gets them started. So, and that's the end of the share brochure. And then the other one that we want to show is the build brochure here. And the build brochure gives us the opportunity to have one of the conversations with them that Jon Erik brought up. Is it downloading?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So the build brochure is a business overview. So it's important, and it gives you the opportunity to talk about, many of you are probably familiar with the buckets versus pipeline. If not, you can read about that. But the gist of it is that a pipeline is something that keeps going. A bucket, eventually you dry out and have to go fill the bucket again, but a pipeline keeps producing. So this gives you a great opportunity to go through with your new person about whether you're introducing the idea of them building, or they've already decided in their mind that they want to do it. It lets you either introduce them or reinforce why doTERRA. And I think starting with that is a really good idea. You know, one of the very successful people that Jon Erik and I know in doTERRA, and you probably do too, is Kenny Anderson. And every presentation he gives, he always starts with why partner with doTERRA, and talks about these amazing things about doTERRA, like their retention, the fact that they're debt free, their team, and then how they're changing the world with the co-impact sourcing, healing hands, and source to you, and it's wonderful. So
the whole point with the building brochure is to kind of tell people why in the world would they partner with doTERRA? Why would they even think of doTERRA as a business? And the Robert Kiyosaki story with the buckets and pipelines is a very, very important part, because people work 40 hours a week for 40 years. That's their career. If they stop working, they make no money. If they build a business instead that it creates residual income, they can stop after 5 years and still money will be coming in. I bet that if you stop today, how many people do you have in your organization?
Over 60,000.
60,000 people in his organization. And you get, what, 1,000 new people a month or something?
Yeah, over 1,000 a month.
So if he stopped today, if Dave and Tammy stopped today, still will be 1,000 new people a month, be growing and growing and growing and growing. His income grows if he sleeps, or if he goes to the beach, or whatever he does. And who doesn't want to be there? But you know what? People are afraid to try. And that's why we got to open the possibility, plant that seed in their mind. And part of that is to show them the build brochure. Tell them it's possible. And some people skip the first few steps, like Kenny. He goes straight to say, hey, what's your life like? Would you like more of this or that or that? He goes right in to kind of analyze them and help them see that there's a vision here. You can take part of this. You can change your life, right? But most people in doTERRA is following the process that we talked about today. Help them see the oils, and from the oils you can start sharing. You can build something, and then the brochures through here.
Yeah, I think those two conversations about sharing and building a lot of times happen together, or very close together, right? Because once you start talking about sharing and you get to the end part about earning money, then a lot of times people are going to want to hear the rest of that story about what is the possibility of earning with doTERRA. So I think these two brochures are usually used fairly close together. And it's simple for us because everything's here. I mean, even if I panic and I forget what to say, I can just read the brochure with them. So it's pretty simple to do. There's no reason to, you don't have to be some great orator or, explaining things because it's all here for you. That's why I really like the tools.
Yeah, you can choose to print them out. You can buy the finished material, or you can just use it online, that I often do on my computer or whatever. When I meet people, I say, this is it. Let's just go through it. This is what they recommend. And you talk about your own experiences, and you kind of go through it in the way that feels natural to you. And like Dave said, you don't have to panic. You don't have to remember anything. You just look at the brochure.
Right. So this is basically what we're talking about. 3 simple steps to build your financial pipeline, right? So step 1 is what? Use the products. I mean, get it, use the products. Most people are already doing this, but can we be better? I mean, let's be honest. Can I be better at using the products? Yes. I mean, I've used some products today, but right now I probably need to, when we're done, I need to go take my second dose of Lifelong Vitality, and I need to probably assess what my body needs right now. And am I using my TerraZyme the way I should? What products am I not using? So I probably need to evaluate that, but use the doTERRA products. And then we have a great analogy to go with this pipeline, and it is pipes. So you'll see that down here we're going to get the E and the S, but the first P is prepare. So prepare yourself for success by experiencing the benefits of doTERRA products. So that's use the products. And the I is for invite. So invite others to learn about doTERRA's natural solutions and the opportunity. So those are the people that you want to share with, your prospects. And then present. We have to have conversations with people where we tell them doTERRA's message of wellness and financial prosperity. So I find when people come to me and say, hey, Dave, my business isn't building, and I start asking them some questions, there are no conversations taking place. Yep. There are no sales conversations taking place. We say we share, but all of us, in a way, are still, selling a little bit. And we have to present. We have to have those messages in front of someone in a way that presents it well. And then we have to ask them if this is something they want to be involved with.
People have blocks. This is how it is. People are scared of picking up the phone. People are scared to talk about something that they're going to make money off,
right,
off their friends. But if you, again, have the service attitude, it's going to be no problem. And you wouldn't present this unless they said they were interested in learning about how to make money.
Right. Yeah, that's what we're asking them. Hey, are you open to this? Yeah. Right. We're wanting them to give us permission to share with them.
Yeah.
By having a conversation like, hey, are you open to some natural things? And if they say yes, like, okay, would you be interested in learning about this? Or, and then we're giving that. We're not forcing it. So number 2 is to actually share. And that goes with the presenting and enrolling. We have to enroll other people and give them the opportunity to buy the oils for the best prices, have them buy it the smartest way. So our number 2 thing is we're going to present, we're going to enroll. Mm-hmm. Number 3 is teach. And that is when you bring people into your groups, you have to support them. if you want your retention rate to be 65% or above, then you have to support your team. Now, that doesn't mean you have to do it on your own. I mean, because everyone in the upline should be doing this, but especially your customers that you brought in, you need to check in with them, and you need to make sure you go through the live guide and make sure they know where to find the trainings. Where can I see the Facebook Lives? Where can I see the DoTERRA webinars? What's your upline doing? Keep them informed, like you would any customer in any business. You want to let them know what's going on. And DoTERRA is a business where there has to be education. The more education you can give people, then the more information they'll have, so that they'll know how that they can use doTERRA in their life.
And that's the reason we're running Oil Camp. And that's the reason we have our Facebook groups where we're posting things that, how to help them. But the more personal contact, the more personal relationship you have with the people who you're signing up, and especially the people you're working with as leaders, the better things are going to go. The easier is going to be doing this business. Easier going to be that they trust you, and they want to experience more of the products. They want to explore the LRP program. All these things are coming because of trust.
Yeah.
So spend time with your people. That's the best thing.
Yeah. So just to give a quick overview of that. So how does someone build the business? Use the products, share the products, teach other people. Mm-hmm. So, and then this is the conversation we were talking about, is let's show them the possibilities. Let's show them what the possibilities are in the ranks with doTERRA. And this is an easy way for you to show them. And that is, if you just want to pay for your product, then these ranks right here are kind of in that realm where you can definitely buy, pay for your product and get as much doTERRA product as you need. You'll still have some money left over as well. And more in these ranks are supplementing or replacing your income altogether. And this is all, straight from doTERRA, and you can have those conversations and show them what's possible. Because if you don't show them what's possible, then you're not allowing them to dream. And
that is true.
You have to be able to paint for them a vision of what is possible. When I show people this, I don't really care what they say they want. I just want to help them get what they want. And I would say more new people, as they look at this, they're like, wow, wow, $100,000 a month. I can't even imagine that. I can't fathom that. And I say, well, where do you see yourself? What would be good? Most people are around this rank, right around gold or something, is kind of like their first kind of big, hairy dream is right about there.
Yeah.
Because they can fathom that in their mind and see themselves and say, wow, that would be a big help to us right now. Mm-hmm. Some people go up or down from there, but whatever it is, support them in that and help them to clarify their vision of, well, what's that going to look like? Mm-hmm. If you were platinum, someone says platinum, okay, well, how would that change your life? What's that going to look like for you? What would that mean? And help them get real clear vision. Because I'll tell you right now that I find that someone's endurance in doTERRA, how long they'll last, is directly proportionate to how clear their vision is. I'll say that again. Mm-hmm. So someone's endurance in the business is directly proportionate to how clear their vision is. The more clear their vision of what that would mean, the more staying power they'll have. And you as a leader, one of your responsibilities are to help them get a really clear vision of why they want to be there and what it will mean. And then show them the plan and the path of how to get there.
Well, that's one of the most important points of all of doTERRA business, I feel. Because we're talking about finding your why and all that kind of stuff, and that just supports what you just said. Mm-hmm. If people know exactly why they want to do this business, if people know exactly what gold means to them, or making $5,000 to $10,000 a month, if they can envision what that's going on in their lives, how that changes their lives, if that creates a freedom, or if it creates better health, or if it creates more money, I mean, to do whatever they want to do, another car, whatever. If they have that so clear in their mind, they really want to get there. And then you can ask the other question: what happens if you never get it? And then they go into this,
yeah, I
oh
guess
no, I don't want to be there.
it'll be the same or worse than it is today.
Exactly.
Thing, right?
Like if you really go in and find people's pain points and you stick your finger in that pain point and you say, how does that feel? And what happens if you never fix it? Right? People really feel it. They really feel like, oh no, I gotta fix this.
Yeah.
And here's the opportunity. How bad do you want it? Right?
Yeah.
That's when it gets interesting, because that's when people go, oh, I really want to get there. Well, how much are you willing to work a week? Right?
Yeah.
That's when they go into that. Do they get to commit to working hard? Are you willing, and I like Tiffany Peterson saying this, are you willing to be uncomfortable to reach your goals?
Right.
Are you willing to be uncomfortable to become gold, or platinum, or diamond, whatever it is?
Mm-hmm.
And if they say yes, all right, let's talk about what we need to do.
Yeah. So again, a little self-evaluation here. I'm sure you all have your goal, like, and I'm not talking about your goal for next week or whatever, but why you're in doTERRA, why you're listening to this call, whatever that goal is that you have. Maybe it's to be gold, maybe it's to be diamond, maybe it's to be presidential, and you can like get really clear on that. Like write it down, what it will be like, how it will change your life. In your head, like make some little movie in your head about what that's going to be like, and reflect on that each day. Because I'll tell you, that's what happened to Tammy and I. When we started with doTERRA, we had a real vision of what we needed, what we wanted to happen. And that was, we wanted to spend more time with our family and our children, because they were growing up, and we knew that they'd be leaving the house. And I was working a lot of hours and away from home a lot. And I was also, it was like a 24-hour job where it just never got off my mind. I just always had it on my mind. And so I wasn't always available. And Tammy wanted me home, and together we just really painted this really strong vision of what it would be like. And so were there times that we thought about, hey, maybe this isn't for us, like maybe this is too hard, or we had those little moments where we thought 10 people were coming to a class and we had one person show up, or no one show up, or we had a leader that we thought was going to just be like our superstar that got sick or decided it wasn't for them or something, and they left. And those were devastating moments for us, because we wanted to fast track. But what kept us going was that vision. Like I could see myself in the morning at home with time, and that I could spend time with my children, that I could drive them to school, and that I could be here when they got home. And I could see us together, and not be on my cell phone or my laptop or something, that we were actually spending this really quality time together. And I added things to that, like what that would mean for our financial future and retirement and all that. But it was super clear. And so those moments of despair, and those moments of wow, I just got, feel like I just got kicked in the gut or something, like they didn't last long, because I could always either read that vision that I had or play it in my head. And so that is important for you as a leader. And then that's important for you to help other people see as a leader, and then help them with that pathway. And this tool is helping you show them the pathway of like, because someone does need to see like, well, how can I achieve my goal? Yeah. And there has to be a path, right?
That is
a plan. So
we are spending an hour now soon, so we shouldn't take much more of your time, but I'm going to give you a call to action. And that's going to be, what is your vision? Where do you want to be in a year, in 5 years? Really, seriously. And I want you to picture what that means to you. What does that mean in your life? How will your life change? And everything that we talked about today. Create that vision, and don't worry about how to get there, because we will find that out. And when you have that vision, I like you to write it down.
Yeah. Write it down like it happened. So
like you are today.
Yeah. So if your vision is, hey, I'm going to be a diamond, then write down, I am a doTERRA diamond, and my income is $10,000 a month, and I feel accomplished, and I love working with my team, and I travel often with my family, and I eat healthy, and I'm exercising, and now I have the time to do this and that. So write it down like it happened, and keep it somewhere very accessible so that you can read it often and refer to it often. You might even want to record it in your own voice onto your cell phone. So when you're driving or exercising or whatever, you can listen to yourself and talk about it, because it's, so I think that's a great challenge. It's important.
And it's gonna evolve too.
It'll change it. It's your
3 months, you might think, you know what? I have a better vision now. I have more clarity.
Yeah, it's your story, so you can rewrite it as much as you want. And it will get more clear. But I would encourage you to put in there all of your senses, all of your emotions. How does it feel? How does it smell? How does it taste to you? How does it, what emotions does it evoke? All of those things. The more detailed you get, the more real it seems. Because I can say, oh, I'm on a beach in Hawaii, but if I say I'm on the beach and the sand is so soft like powder on my toes, and I love the sound of the wind going through the palm trees, and the smell of the ocean is so fresh, and I can feel the salt on my skin. I mean, that's like way more palpable to me. It's so get really descript with it, really.
And every morning, be there. Every morning, feel that, because that's going to drive you forward. And you got to be scared at times, and you got to say, you know what? I'm going to reach my vision. I'm going to get there. And finding your why is very important too. So I'm about to record a Norwegian version of Spencer's Finding Your Why.
Oh, good.
And I'll post that too. And if you listen to my voice, I'll guide you through helping you finding the reason you're going to do doTERRA. And when you find your reason, that's like a fundamental thing in your life. And when you have that basis, that strong foundation, it's so much easier to build something on top of it. If you're just in it to make money, I mean, it's so shallow that the first couple of challenges you get, you might just skip out.
Yeah.
Imagine all the top leaders of doTERRA. If they quit the first time they felt like quitting, there would be no doTERRA.
Yeah.
Because every single successful person has been there. They have felt those challenges on their bodies. Like, am I capable of doing this? Is this really for me? So stick with it.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening to us. And, encourage you to go through these brochures and become familiar with them, and keep pushing to get them in your language.
Yes, we're pushing on that. And what we talked about today, I mean, talk to your new leaders coming in. Guide them through it. Talk about their passion. Talk about their goals. Talk about their dreams and dare to dream big, right? So if you create a sense of ownership in them, you help them create that, this is what I want to do. You know what? Your life's going to be so much better in this business.
Yeah.
We're changing lives. Any questions now before we end it? Maybe unmute some people.
Yeah. Let's stop sharing the screen. And who did we mute?
Stian, you have any questions?
There.
Right now.
All right. We can talk about things later if you want.
It was pretty clear. I'm inspired. I keep getting inspired, and I know that all I have to do is just take action, just do the daily, just make a routine out of it. It's not hard. So I'm excited for the future because my vision gets clearer and clearer every day, and my team is so great. I mean, I can't criticize anything. I just have to do it. Just do it. Yes, I will, and I will actually write down my vision and read it every morning, because I'm good at envisioning stuff. So and I'm a good writer, so I'll do it. And
Good.
it'll be good.
Awesome.
Then it boils down to the actions. That's awesome. Elisabetta, I know you want the convention kit. Well, we'll fix that November 4th. Is that the convention kit you're talking about, or are you talking about the one in the US? Because that might be hard to get by.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about that later. Let's just end this call. Thank you so much for showing up, and we are recording it, so I'll post it on there for other people to listen to, and see you soon. Thank you for being there.
Bye-bye.